Yo, yo, it's your boy Savage. Let's get it. Oh, yeah, it's your boy. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We doing the damn thing, man. Let's get it popping, man. Let's get it busting. Let's go. Water. It's your boy Savage. It's the light news. We're gonna start it off with a little commentary. What's going on over here in I don't know what city this is. Lee County. Where's Lee County at, everybody? I don't know. Welcome to the night news. It's your boy Angelo Savage. I already know how it go. We're gonna get right into it. No time to waste tonight. I like to see myself too on here so I can see what's going on. Yeah, we there. All right. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Angelo Savage. It's the daily night news. Let me bring this down a little bit so y'all can see. Sorry. All right. Y'all there? Let's get it. It's your boy Savage. Let's get it. Let's start this off real nice and smooth, all right? It's your boy Angelo Savage. It seems like a family in Lee County, a black family, was attacked. Yes. Lee County family says man armed with the AR-15 style rifle racially targeted their family at a family gathering. Now, I seen this video a couple days ago. I didn't want to reply to it yet because I didn't know what was going on. It was not too much coverage. Now we have coverage. So it's your boy Angelo Savage. And this video still to this day ain't getting a lot of coverage, but it did happen and it was racially charged. That being said, let's keep it going. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algorithm. All right. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go. It's the daily night news. It's the Savage Report. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's get it. Let's get it busting. Let's go.
A Lee County family is speaking out, recalling the terrifying moments when they say a man armed with an AR-style rifle opened fire on their family reunion. And thank you for joining us at 5 o'clock. I'm Greg Lloyd.
And I'm Carla Heat Sands.
Now, that shooting happened Sunday evening on Autumn Leaf Drive in Leesburg. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer shot at partygoers after a verbal altercation occurred. No one in the family was reportedly injured, and Kinzer was shot after a family member returned fire.
He was charged with aggravated assault. WAOB News 10's Mariah Norman sits down with a witness who says their family was racially targeted.
This family says they were celebrating a birthday and spending time together before a man they identify as a neighbor pulled up and opened fire with an AR-style rifle. Witnesses say the family was gathered outside for a reunion Sunday night when a car drove by. A white man who witnesses say was Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer was inside the car yelling racial slurs at the group.
When he's talking junk and he started yelling the N-word, he kept going, so we let him go. And we were just discussing what just happened, why he tripping.
But Green says Kinzer came back, this time wearing armor and carrying a rifle.
Oh, shit.
And then that's when everybody started running. He got a gun. All the kids, they were making sure the kids get in the house. And people started taking positions because they seen he had a gun. And I was in the middle of the street. That's when he raised it and fired. Boom. And I grabbed my gun and started returning fire and moving with him.
Green says he's a Marine veteran. He says he was willing to defend his family, including children and older adults who were present.
It was so hurtful. I cried all night. I'm laying outside on the ground through a shootout under a car with my other auntie, my other sister, who is 77, and I'm 62.
Wow.
The investigation is ongoing. Officials say more charges are.
Look, that's crazy. And it's crazy because he could have just stayed at home and did whatever he did. Now, I seen the original video, and the dude, I guess they sit in the street, whatever, he honking his horn, and then as he's driving off, he says the N-word. Then he could have just stayed home, did whatever he did. He felt the need that he had to come back out his crib with an AR-style gun, which is probably AR-15, and got the blicking down the street. Little did he know who he's shooting at is a former Marine and his family. I'm gonna be honest, they should have did him in for real, and it should have been the end of that. Simple as that. They should have just did him dirty because he coming at your family, everybody outside. Good thing it's dark. Good thing it's dark. You know what I'm saying? And he would have got accuracy, and he came to get hit because he came out there with a bulletproof vest on. But surprisingly, this is the story because I know the story already. The Marine shot back at him and actually hit him, which made him surrender. But the Marine didn't go and try to end him, though. He didn't try to do a headshot. He didn't try to finish him off or nothing. He just left him how he was. But the thing is, it's like, what made you think that that was okay? Now, in my mind, this is why I was discussing with somebody before. I'm like, when they have certain content creators, like the guy, Jeff the Builder, Bob the Builder, whatever dude's name is, he's walking to black people saying, you're chimping out. And then you got other black people. I hate to say it, I do like Myron Gaines, but I hate when he says this part. He aggravates and says, oh, man, if you white and you just tired of black people, you tired of, the black fatigue, it's okay to be racist towards them. Yeah, it's okay. Like, if you're going to do freedom of speech and call somebody the N-word, that's you. That whatever circumstance comes with that. But to come back after you've already left the scene with a gun, that's the difference between an individual that is just speaking their mind, the First Amendment, and somebody that's going to use the Second Amendment to speak their mind. You get what I'm saying? So when people are sitting here and they're like, okay, it's okay that you're, racially finding black people, you've black fatigue because of the news, because not all black people are like that, and you can't assume that. Yes, you see black people do things that you might dislike, but that's the news. The news does that. That's propaganda. And then you go out there and act on said things. And now this guy is a guy that's just hunking his horn. He could have just went about his day and did what he did. He somehow in his mind, he thought it was okay. Look, you got to think about this too. If you want to think about somebody chimping out in this situation, the white dude chimped out. He literally was free to go back in his house in his little neighborhood and stay and be free. He literally went in his house and got a gun and came outside and committed a felony. Now you know what's next. The gun's got to be removed from his house. He goes to jail. He has a record. His name is on the news. All this is going to follow with him because now it's racially motivated. So it's going to follow his job. People going to see his face. That's real chimping out if you want to think about it like in that aspect. But how I see it is like this all comes from people saying, oh, it's okay to just approach black people and say this. Like, bro, sometimes it's just best to mind your business. Like, they're not doing nothing. Just drive past them and get your ass in the house. It's dark as hell. You don't even know what's going on. Little did you know, the same people you went, like, what was your intent? Your intentions were to kill. Or you wouldn't have never went out there with said firearm, correct? Your intentions were to kill them that night. And whoever was out there, she said a 61-year-old, an 80-year-old auntie is out there. Like, bro, you shooting at the elderly? Because why? They're black and they just sit out there chilling in front of their house? Sorry, they can be in the block too, G. So you're not the only one that lives here. And that's the thing I hate about, like, you got certain individuals like, hey, man, it's my freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want. That's cool. You can. But you have, like I said again, you have other individuals that are willing to use their Second Amendment and use their First Amendment. They don't care about the First Amendment. They just care about that Second. And look, dude, like I said, dude didn't have to go in that house. That's premeditated attempt murder. Well, technically nobody got shot, so they're not going to do attempt murder. They're going to be aggravated assault with a deadly firearm, something lighter, which is going to stick in court, and it should. He should get charged with felony regardless. Disarming a firearm in public at a family. Kids were outside. He didn't have no regulate. I don't know if he just doesn't. He got nothing to lose. He's on his last straw. He's seen all the news, and it's about black people. But I got to understand, too, that's a little propaganda as well. I'm not saying that those things aren't 100% true, but the news shows what it wants to show to fearmonger you and to believe in a certain agenda. So then you can act on that. Because black people usually do violence between their own communities. But who are the main ones doing school shootings? Shooting up Walmarts, mass shootings with innocent people, don't care whose it is. Usually, black crime is usually within its own community. It's not usually killing of white people, usually. So in this aspect, it doesn't even matter. That was not called for. It was a targeted racial attack. If this is a white family, you probably wouldn't have done that. So I hope this dude get the book for real, but we're going to see. I don't even know where Lee County is. I'm not 100% sure where that even is. But this is a sad situation. It needs to be addressed because y'all need to learn how to mind y'all business and do what's best for yourself and your family. Leave other people alone. They're not bothering you. Even if they was, they're not following you down the street. They're not doing nothing. You came in there honking your horn thinking, oh, I'm a tough guy behind this car. So then you go to the house and like, oh, I'm going to prove to you I'm a tough guy with this gun. But are you a tough guy without that gun? Because I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, if you hand-to-hand combat that black man and this white guy, you're getting your ass beat to death. So what do? You go get the gun. Little do you know, it's dark. You can't even see. You probably see now. They black, so they blending into the darkness. So you just shooting wildly, not knowing where the shot's coming from. They blending right in, and then they shoot you right back. I'll be honest, Buddy should have did him in. For real, walked him down. I swear to God, that's how you should have did, because that at the end of the day, even if he gets charged, don't get charged, he's gonna be still on that block. He's gonna be still have the ability to terrorize again if he wants to. And now when that man is not there, that Marine, that ex-Marine, black ex-Marine, when he's not there, he has to worry about the protection of his family when he's absent. So that being said, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Your boy Angelo Savage. It's the Daily Night News. Your boy Savage. It's the Savage Report. Peace. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. We out. All right, we next to the next, man. It's going on, man. It seems like 11 skydivers and a pilot killed in Missouri plane crash. Ain't this about to be? This is about to be, man. Look, this is a sad understanding, man. I just feel like, I don't know, man. This is sad, man. Because I can relate to this a little bit. Let's play the clip.
All right, we were just listening to the White House task force talking about FIFA World Cup preparations right there, and we did want to play that out for you. However, we do have a breaking news update that we did want to share with you right here on Live Now from Fox. We first brought you just a short time ago a fatal plane crash happening out of Butler, Missouri, and we do have some live looks and new information. I did want to let you know that viewer discretion is advised as this continues to be a very active investigation there at the scene. We can see from this aerial perspective that blue tarp right there. The very latest update is this: a plane carrying passengers planning to spend this afternoon skydiving crashed in Missouri, killing all 12 people aboard. That is according to authorities. The Missouri State Highway Patrol putting out a statement that troopers were on the scene assisting the Butler Police Department and Bates County Sheriff's Office. The crash occurred near the Butler Memorial Airport. And just for added context, the small town of Butler has a population of around 4,300 people. It's about 65 miles south of Kansas City. According to a patrol sergeant with Missouri Highway Patrol, he was saying that the plane was taking people up to skydive. Emergency responders got a call that the plane was down and engulfed in fire at around 11:30 a.m. local time this morning. Emergency responders were able to extinguish the fire shortly after the crash, but the patrol sergeant describing the scene as brutal. So this is a live look right here. Aerial, we do want to say viewer discretion is advised as there continues to be a very active scene right here. And we have been seeing from this live perspective when the camera...
This is a sad situation because this can happen to anybody. This is in the United States. This can happen to anybody. When I went skydiving personally, I have a personal experience with this. I went skydiving too. I was scared out of my life, hoping that something like this wouldn't happen. Now, in this aspect, you put your life and you sign fee waivers. So if you die, you die. That's kind of what it is. You can't sue the company. I wonder what company was actually this, but at the end of the day, the pilots died. The people that helped the people died. And you got to think about it too. You're not fastening to any seatbelts. There's a possibility you might be attached to your diver. So if he flies, you fly. You know what I'm saying? Like if he loses his balance, you lose your balance unless y'all detached. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Usually y'all get attached in the plane. And it's just a sad situation because you go there to, experience a time of your life and you end up dead. You know what I'm saying? And it's really no fault other than the plane itself, but no telling what happened for real. I doubt that anybody intended to die that day. I doubt that anybody meant for that plane to go down. Of course, they probably did this a million times already. It's just a malfunction. And that's the risk you take, and they know that, So when I went skydiving, very scary. I was at the back of the plane. And if you the first one on the plane, you in the back. And if you're on the back, you're the last one to jump. So say, for instance, hypothetically, if I was on this plane, the door's in the front. There's no way for me to get out this plane. I'm sitting in the back. So everybody that's in the front, they're all trapped in, and you at a high speed, no telling how the plane is flying. By the time it hits the ground, it's engulfed in flames. Everybody's probably unconscious. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking at. And based on these pictures, they had to cover it up with the tarp because they seen how brutal it was. Probably some of the bodies are hanging out the plane on fire and shit like that. 12 individuals killed, including the plane pilot. That's crazy, brother. And 12 skydivers, which probably half of them were actually staff members. So they probably just lost half of their staff, the pilot, the plane, and 6 customers, bro. They're going to have to close that down, for sure. They're going to have to close that down because this is a sad situation. Like, that scares people not to do something, even though jumping out of a plane is a very blissful endeavor, let's say. I wasn't free until I jumped out of a plane. I didn't become fearless until I was able to skydive. And when I skydive, out in Chicago, you got Windy City Skydive. You can go to Indiana or you can go to Ottawa. Indiana, over there right across the lake, is in Michigan City, Indiana. Everybody know that is. You can see the Chicago skyline from it. Very good place if you want to go there. But this is a possibility. Is it rare? Yes. Is it likely to happen? No. But it could happen. And if it does happen, you've already signed the papers to state that you cannot sue, your family cannot sue this establishment if you die today. That's literally what you signed, bro. You cannot fly without signing that. And that's the scary part because you got to understand when you go up there, you almost got to have the thought in your mind that you're ready to die today. If, say it happened. Because it can go too. If the guy that's attached to you on the parachute, if he's ready to die today, you're dying today. If there's a malfunction, you're dying today. And these things aren't really predictable. They can try to fix it. They can try to save you, but you're literally jumping out of the sky. It's just a sad situation, man. Missouri, man, I don't know. I still, and this is controversial, I still would recommend people go skydiving. Look, I know. You got dead people. Stuff happens like this, but I'm be honest, it was one of the most blissful experiences of my life, and I do recommend people to go skydiving if you're going to go skydiving. Now, don't let this scare you now. This rarely happens. It's rare that anybody dies from skydiving. This just happened to happen, let's just say. Butler, Missouri. That ain't shit. Missouri ain't too far from us for real. But still, that's the situation, man. So for those individuals that might be afraid that you think you might die from a plane crash, I wouldn't. Yeah, that's fucked up. But I wouldn't be scared. I'd say go do it. Kiss your kids, sign your papers, make sure your insurance is paid up and all that shit, and jump. Because it's a feeling of bliss when you jump out that plane, G. And it's something about you almost dying or the possibility of dying and don't is what makes you feel so good about jumping out the plane. Now, in this situation, sorry for their loss, but yes, accidents happen. It's just a sad situation of events. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. It's your boy Angelo Savage. It's the Daily Night News. And it's your boy Angelo Savage. And this is Savage Report, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Have you ever been skydiving? And if you have, Tell me your experience in the comment section right below. It's your boy Angelo Savage. We out. Peace. All right, let's get to this next situation. We gonna knock this out real quick. We're gonna take me through the hey. So technically speaking, they said that Iran-linked group claimed it hacked the drones used for the World Cup security. They claimed that. Now, before we started this, they said the boy Donald Trump is his birthday. So happy birthday, Donald Trump. Yeah. I didn't know he was a Gemini. It makes sense now. It makes sense how he thinks because he's a damn Gemini. Think about it. Just think of Kanye West. Kanye West is a Gemini too. I don't even believe in the shit like that, but there are some aspects to it that might be accurate. And Kanye West is a crazy mug too. Trump is a crazy mug. And today is technically his birthday, June 14th. He about 16 days older than my birthday, right? Because my birthday at the end of the month. You know, June babies. But I want to say this. Supposedly, he was supposed to have a deal with Iran today made. Supposedly. Maybe it's a birthday gift. Maybe he didn't want to announce it to today. We're going to see. We're going to see what actually went through. But today they announced that it was his birthday. But not only is it his birthday, which he never even mentioned, he made the ceasefire deal, a permanent deal with Iran, supposedly. So we supposed to be seeing those gas prices go back down. We're going to see what it do. Anyway, that doesn't stop these niggas from trying to attack and hack us. That's like, we still cool with China. That don't mean they're going to stop trying to hack us or have spies in here. So let's play the video. Let's get into it. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go. Make sure you subscribe below and hit that like button for sure. Savage.
And now to a serious story about the World Cup. An Iranian hacker group is making threats against World Cup events tonight.
The group claims it stole drone footage shot by the FBI used to make security plans at stadiums across the country. Hunter Sowitz joins us now with the threat and the response to it. Hunter?
It's so disappointing, especially after all those happy stories, to have to report on this. But it is concerning. The group has not made any specific threat. The FBI has not commented on it, but some experts we talked to, they're not even sure that the group is sophisticated enough to actually carry anything out. However, many of the law enforcement officers we've been talking to fear using drones to spy could lead to using armed drones to attack.
It's the largest World Cup in history.
It's a once-in-a-career opportunity, and that with that comes, more expectation, more pressure.
The pressure also on to keep fans and players safe. The U.S. taking safety seriously.
Through 11 different cities, and we're going to have 78 Super Bowls in 38 days.
But tonight, CBS News is reporting a hacker group backed by the Iranian government claims it has stolen months of FBI drone video used to plan security at venues across the country, including facial recognition and license plate reading. The extremist group releasing a statement saying, "Better tighten your World Cup security. We don't like some of those teams. Don't forget, drones are everywhere. You never know when one might end up right in your team's bus." Experts say it's important to note the group is not claiming it has the ability to fly armed drones over stadiums.
I don't think that this particular group has the capability that they are claiming to have. Other groups may, and certainly our systems are highly vulnerable.
Armed drones are one of the top threats security planners face. LA County Sheriff Robert Luna says their main concern is third-party rogue drones flown in from outside the stadium used for attacks.
We are very much on our toes about any drones. Why? Because there could be bad actors who may be using them for horrible purposes.
Homeland Security.
Look, they trying to play it like Iran don't got the power to do that. If they have the power to hack your shit, they have the power to hack the FBI shit and send them a message saying that y'all better watch out. We don't like some of these teams. They got the power to hack some rogue drones. You know what I'm saying? They can definitely have a third-party DJI drone. Like, I don't think y'all understand how powerful these DJI drones are, bro. You can literally be like a mile in the sky, mile and a half, and it can look and know exactly who at the bottom with a 4K camera, bro. One little drone or bomb on top of that motherfucker, and they just detonate it and let it fall to where it needs to fall and just let it detonate, bro, just like that. That's the danger of the United States and allowing so many people to come in, because we can be infiltrated by the outside and inside. You know what I mean? That's domestic and international. The thing is, if they was going to do something, they shouldn't have warned you. But I think they did that so they can show you that they got the power to do it. And that's I don't think they meant to do anything. I think Iran they be doing stuff to show you like, hey, bro, I'm just letting you know, we can hack that motherfucker if we want to for real, but I'm just letting you know I'm just letting you know we can get in there. Because if it was so secure, they wouldn't have been able to hack the drone footage anyway for security. It should have already been encrypted and like double encrypted. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if it's in the hands of the HSI and FBI already. So, and like they said, they might not have, they don't like, we don't think they have the capability of that, but other countries might. And that's the problem. It don't matter what country it is, bro. If you're letting everybody in and you don't know who is from who, anybody can be bought. They can literally come in here, offer a regular American, a regular smuggler American with his own, and supply the DJI, and like, hey, bro, just fly this over this. And that's all you got to do. And we're going to throw 100,000 in the account. Bro, they're going to do it and not second guess it. They don't even care. For real. You got to think about this. Like, we could be infiltrated by our own people just for monetary gain. So when they already hacked your shit, you should already take that as a real threat. Like, hey, nobody should have it should be geofencing all around this motherfucker. Nobody can get, if there's a drone in this little region, it just automatically knocks down. Then on top of that, y'all should be having that little counter drone shooter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker that knocked the drones out the sky, y'all need that one because that's a possibility. You could literally have a drone in the sky, put a detonation on it, and then have it drop, bro. Literally. Or put it on the top, tilt the damn drone, and let the bomb drop. Like, you don't need to have no real artillery for real. Like, it's really that simple. I've looked into this for real. I've looked into this, and I've seen stuff like this, and I'm like, no. This looks like it can easily turn into a bomb or some type of weapon that can be used for violence. So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that because this is kind of weird. Like I said, if they were going to do something, they wouldn't have warned you. They would have just done it. I think it's just the same as when North Korea is hacking like our encrypted movie database like Sony or something over in the United States or whatever, or Universal Studios. I think they're doing it to prove that they can do it. Just so you know what they're capable of. You know what I'm saying? It's the same like when Iran is sending missiles to Israel and they just want to let you know, hey, our shit can intercept your shit, and we got a lot of them. So don't think that it's sweet. You might think, that's all it is. It ain't. I don't think they willing to really actually hit nothing. They just willing to flex the muscle. Like, hey, bro, we strong too now. Don't get it twisted. We've been in your country and we've been in it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You would be a fool not to think Iran don't got spies or individuals that are pro-Iranian that are trying to fight our government, bro. You would be a fool not to think that. Because that's foolish, right? So, y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation. Do you think that you safe at this? Like the same thing for the UFC fight at the White House. The president be there. The sky is wide open. It's dark. That's a safety threat. I ain't gonna lie with you. They shouldn't allow that. It should have been under something that is protected for real because anything could happen. And then everything's loud, everybody's yelling. It's like the perfect disruption for some mayhem to happen. So it's like, yeah, so when they're having the UFC fight in the front of the White House, Trump comes out, bro, you're wanted, bro. You might be safe because you're in front of the White House, but you're going to have a bunch of randoms there. Just because you got Secret Service and shit around don't really mean nothing. For real. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. Maybe. But most likely I'm not. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this. Do you think that we're safe if they can hack our drones over the World Cup? Or like say the UFC fight that's supposed to be, I think did it happen today? Or is it due, or they're gonna reschedule it? Because of the weather and it's outside. So I just think that like stuff like that ain't safe to do. You know what I mean? Because it's just you're a wanted individual and they can attack anybody. That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. It's the Savage Report, daily night news. Peace. We out. Subscribe now. Alrighty. Let's get. This is what we're gonna do. I got a story for you, but I'm gonna say that one for later. I'm gonna say that for the last one. I got 2 more stories. I'm gonna hop off for the night, man. I'm gonna say that for the last one. Let me read the comment section real quick, and then we're gonna hop off here. All right. What's good, Joe? What up? Stay safe. What up? What up? How ironic are you? How are you afraid of the device that you created? Madness. Facts. We can't be afraid of it. But you know, DJI is Chinese. But still, we can't be afraid of those drones. It says you used to have a Malcolm X safety pin, and they used to say there was no such thing as a capitalism without racism. How ironic. Yeah, it happens, man. Take care. You out? I think it's ironic they created these weapons and then be afraid of the same weapons they created. Oh yeah, of course. Well, that's the thing. That's the same for the ARs and stuff too. Like, you create the guns and then you be like, oh man, we don't want the public with them though. It's like, nah, bro. Like, it's not the same gun. The AR-15 is it's a civilian version of that gun. You know what I mean? It's a semi-automatic gun fully, and then it has a different structure for range and shit. So, yeah. Tell me I'm wrong. Love, loyalty, royalty. What's up? What's up, gang? What up, family? Peace and blessings. How y'all doing out here, man? I know y'all thugging. Y'all know what it is. For all my day ones, man, I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all like the video for real and subscribe below if you want to comment. I'll read your comments out if you subscribe right now. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. We're going to carry on, man. We got 2 more stories. Then we're going to skedaddle. You hear me? Let's get it. So it seems like stabbing, shooting, and a bus fire at the New York celebration for the New York Knicks championship. Yep. I said it. Congratulations to them Knicks, man. Knicks in 5. They said it, man. I'm saying, hey, they did what they had to do, man. They wanted it. The way the Spurs playing, they wanted it too, but they ain't wanted more. So, I got to let you know. Whoever wanted it is going to work hard for it. And then New York, they ain't playing fair. They was throwing eggs at everybody at the Spurs when they go into the hotel, bro. You can't be doing that. You're making them lose confidence. They don't feel safe in your city. They just want to get up out of there for real. But that's what you're supposed to do as the fans. You're supposed to apply pressure so then your city win. But this was expected, man. Like, if they won, they was going to mayhem. If they lose, they was going to mayhem. But I guess even with all this bad stuff, this is the best of the situation. Let's play the video and show y'all what was going on, man. After this, they going nuts out here, man. New York City, them boys crazy.
What began as a citywide celebration to honor the championship, it did take a chaotic turn in some areas as thousands of fans flooded the streets overnight. Weekend Today New York's Romney Smith joins us live now from Lower Manhattan with more on the massive celebrations, also how police managed to get the crowd under control, Romney.
Yeah, tens of thousands of people celebrating late last night into early morning, and it seems it got wilder the later it got into the evening. Take a look at your screen, and you'll see some of the sheer chaos. Things came to a screeching halt in Times Square when someone fired off shots. A 17-year-old boy was shot in the left foot. NYPD took him to the hospital because the crowd actually wouldn't let the ambulance through. 3 people are in custody in relation to that shooting, and they did recover a gun, but it's still under investigation as police wait to file those actual charges. Now, moving on, NYPD weren't the only busy ones. FDNY also showing up to extinguish at least one school bus that was set on fire. This happened while tens of thousands of people were in Times Square taking in the Knicks win. So at first, people were shaking and rocking 5 school buses, but one of them was lit on fire, fully engulfing it at one point. FDNY extinguished it, but again, we're still waiting to hear if there are any injuries. Coming back out to me live, there was a total of 63 people who were arrested late last night and early this morning, and 10 NYPD officers who were injured. All of this to say, you know, there's always a few bad apples, and unfortunately this means that NYPD definitely going to be ramping up security when it comes to Thursday's massive parade, where we're expecting tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands. Gus, back to you.
If you think about it, 61 people getting arrested when there's hundreds of thousands of people out there, that's not that bad, actually. Maybe they just didn't get caught because they was all doing reckless things. Now, let me rewind us a little bit. They was on the bus. They was trying to tip the school bus over, bro. Literally, they was trying to tip the school bus over. A couple people got stabbed up. Somebody got shot. We don't know if it's an accident or not, but somebody's in custody. This is just a time you don't want to be seen in New York with a Spurs jersey on. I seen one dude, he was in the mall fighting off the crowd of people because he had the Spurs jersey. He wasn't going for nothing. He was about to die about that Spurs jersey. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to New York, but y'all crazy as hell. Like, bruh. Like, y'all shit. Don't make Chicago pop out, because, hey, don't let the Bulls win. Bulls win some shit, boy. We gonna have to burn the city down. You hear me? Like, we gonna set the block on fire. The Chicago Fire 2026, 2027. Again. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Y'all just set the standards high. Now, this is gonna be mayhem every city that go crazy, because everybody got to outdo New York City. That's exactly how I got to go. Every time now. Y'all went crazy, but shout out to New York, man. Y'all did y'all thing out there, man, for sure. Y'all just dangerous as hell. Like, what y'all be smoking? What do y'all be on? Like, for real. Like, I seen this one video, man. I should have found it. It was so funny, bro. These niggas gay. They talking about sucking ding-a-lang, bro. They goofy, mans. I don't know what's going on. They Fruit Loops, man. Them YNs out in New York, bro. They different breed, bro. If the New Yorks win, I'm gonna suck some. Boy, you gay as hell, shorty. Why you goof? You know what I'm saying? They be on that type of time, and I don't know. Them new YN New Yorkers be crazy, but you know what I mean? They show out for their city though. Facts. They gonna show up and show out for their city though, and that's what it's about. That real love. That's like, yeah. Like this is the basketball team. I expect that with a football team winning the Super Bowl or something. Yeah, but the same thing, is the same championship, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Knicks. That shit was kind of lit. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I would have loved to be out there though, but I ain't gonna be, I ain't gonna be out there with no Spurs jersey. They had a Spurs jersey on the blow up dial, and it was beating up the blow up dial. Gee, come on. What's going on? Like, that game was nuts. The game was nuts. So, and they played their heart out, but it was no way that the Spurs was coming up from a 3-1, G. No way. And you seen the last time they won one, they was trying to kill this, bro. They was trying to kill anybody out here. Imagine if they did that again. It was no way that they were going to win 3 in a row in order to win this. But you know what? I was just thinking about this yesterday. I'm like, well, if I'm like the commissioner, the NBA or whatever, the basketball team, I would tell them, hey, man, tell your team to chill out. We're trying to push this to Game 7 so we can sell these tickets. You know what I'm saying? We can get at least another $10 to $100 million from ticket sales if we push it to Game 7. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's how I would have been on if I'm like CEO, owner of a team. I'm trying to push it to Game 7 so I can get as much money as I can. In that 7th game, every ticket gonna be $150,000. Yeah, 150. You hear me? like them boys showed up and showed out, man. They mayhem. It was almost impossible to get out of there. They were stepping on cars. They stepping on the school bus, rocking the school bus back and forth, graffiti. You know what I'm saying? Mayhem. But you know what? I know the cops was blue because they're like, shit, if these niggas win, I'm going to have to be out here and I got to patrol the city. And it's like Gotham City out here on some Spider-Man shit. Speaking of Spider-Man, Spider-Man was out there. They had a nigga with an all-black motorcycle with the Spider-Man shit on. That's how lit these boys are. That's how lit they had a dude with a Batman. My bad, I said Spider-Man. They had the Batman suit on, all blacked out Batman, and then they had Spider-Man with a fitted cap on. Gee, a Knicks fitted cap and some butters. A Knicks fitted cap and some butters with a Knicks jersey on. G, with some Henny in his hand. I said he gotta be a nigga, bro. I know it. I just know it. He got the open bottle of Henny in his hand with the butters loose. Stumping on shit. You know what I'm saying? Just going buck wild. But you know what? They show out for their city. Like I said, if this is in Chicago, we're going to have to turn up. Don't let Chicago win. Chicago we ain't even got to win, G. Let us get close to winning. Let us be the Final Four. We're gonna blow the city up. Like, you don't even want to see what's about to bust off. You know what I'm saying? Like, New York just set the limits, the standards this high. Literally, like, every other city got to come correct or they can't compete. like They was inside the police cars, smashing the police cars out. You see a car on the street, smash the car up, fucking throw the car over, flip it over, burn it. Take the school bus, burn the school bus up. Damn, these niggas gangsters. Like, y'all won, G, chill. You get what I'm saying? Y'all won. They fucking shit up like they lost. You know what I'm saying? They had the crowd singing New York, you know what I'm saying? Alicia Keys. I was like, oh, this shit kind of lit. You look down from the top aerial view, hella motherfuckers, bro. At least for real. When they said it was over 100,000 plus, hundreds of thousands, it was hundreds of thousands of people. So, like I said, arresting 61 people, that's actually not that bad. You know what I mean? That being said, your boy Angelo Savage, tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Are you a Spurs fan? Are you a New York City fan? Like, is your city doing better? Like, compare what New York did this year to last year. Like, was y'all city turned up? Your city wasn't turned up like New York was turned up this year. That's all I'm saying. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe. It's the Daily Night News, and it's your boy Angelo Savage. Let's go. It's the Savage Report, and we out here for the night. Peace. All right, we're going to go over to the comment section real quick. We're going to knock some comments out, and then we're going to go from there. We got one more topic, and we're going to slide off tonight, man. That's what it is. And this last one, you might find a little bit entertaining. That's why I saved it for last. Let's see. Peace and blessings. Let's hear it. Spurs wasn't winning 3 in a row. New York was playing hard all championship. Facts. There was no way that the Spurs was winning 3 in a row, bro. Like, that's the thing about winning in the championship. When you let a team, when you let a team get you 3-1, bro, they was finna be 4-0 in a minute. Like, when you let them get 3 and you got the 1, bro, I already knew. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't even let that. You shouldn't even let them get 2. Facts. Once they got 2, it was a dub already. Come back from 20-point loss twice. That's telling you something. Hey, facts. It's either rigged. They came back from 29 points. The other one. It's either rigged or them niggas were here to play. They not playing around. They here to play. like they like, nah, y'all sit aside, man. Is this a grown folks game? You know, they get a bonus when they win shit like this. Congratulations, New York. They tuned. They turned up. Yeah. They have the live footage of this and TikTok, a lot of different views from people. Bro, it was so turned, like, man, you got motherfuckers getting drunk, motherfuckers singing, motherfuckers blowing up shit, beating a nigga up, you know what I'm saying? All types of shit. Just get your loved ones inside. That's all I'm saying. Shit, it's finna turn up. And that's, I ain't gonna lie, that's the type of turn up we need, G. when your team win, that's the type of turn up you want. You want New York City turn up. The streets crowded. Hella people bust out. That's just the time. Like, if you in the crib, come out the crib right now, and it's time. And then somebody else was playing the shit on a what's that shit called? On a projector on the side of the building, so you know it's even more lit. It says Chicago need Mike back. Nah, Mike ain't coming back, G. But we need somebody like Mike. Shit, we need another D Rose and a Butler. Jimmy Butler. I grew up in Chicago in the 90s. Trust me, I know. Congratulations, NYC. Facts. Let's get it. Spurs, you made it to the finals. That's a very good accomplishment. Yeah, that is good. Like, you made it to the finals for real. Like, that's actually second best. You know what I'm saying? Didn't winning that shit for real. To be honest, why you think, like, when you see the new Madden, who on the new Madden? Caleb Williams. Bro, we was in the Final Four. We didn't even make it past that. But guess what? He made the title of Madden 27. Is it 27? Madden 27. Why? Because this nigga throwing Hail Mary straight to a motherfucking whoop touchdown pass. Like, come on, man. We didn't even have, like, really, to be honest, we in Chicago in football, we didn't even care about losing for real. We just cared that we beat the Packers. That was all that mattered to us for real. Like, it was nothing more than that. We just glad we beat the Packers because we don't like the Packers. I watched the game. I like the Spurs, but I wouldn't be caught in New York with them jerseys. Yeah, you get caught in New York with that jersey, but they're going to snatch it off your back. They're going to say, come here, give me that. He said, hey, we got a Spurs. We got another one. That's what they're going to say. We got another one. Spurs maybe next year. Hey, possibly. All right, let's get to this next story. It's your boy Angelo Savage. Make sure y'all subscribe. Don't forget to like the video, man. Send an algorithm up before we end the night. Appreciate the love for everybody that's here. If y'all want to talk in the chat, just simply subscribe and talk in the chat. If not, subscribe anyway, because it's your boy Angelo Savage, and we're going to do a daily night news every night, all this month. So let's keep it going. We got some news coming. It seems like your boy Andrew Tate came out. Now this is supposed to be a new movie show. I'm not sure how new this video is, but this is from Hip Hop World Star. They just posted it supposedly. So basically, Andrew Tate is saying that it says Andrew Tate says Sneeko tried to have sex with him. Really? Yeah. The boy Sneeko is sneaky. You hear me? He trying to get in them draws. You hear me? Let me just play the video and y'all decide what y'all think about this situation. Yeah. And make sure you subscribe and don't forget to like the video. It's your boy Savage. Come on, let's go.
So it seems he's got himself exposed and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy. And I'm just here to tell the version of the story as I lived it. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. I'm just going to tell you some facts. A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal. And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this Gossip Girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is. So I thought, let me just cut him off. He's obsessed with me. He's a bit weird. I don't want to ruin the guy's career. Let me just go his own separate way. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed. Guys, I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away. I just said, no, I'm not going to fuck you, bro. Get out of here. I just tried to ignore the kid.
No, what? Sneeko, you're down bad, G. And you know how Andrew Tate ain't lying? He ain't stuttering on nothing he's saying. He remember this shit. Oh, fuck. Sneeko, buddy, you're down bad, sir. He ain't lying, because you did want it to be like him, bro. At one point, you'll see Sneeko looking just like Angelo Tate with his hands. Look, just go back in the old videos of Fresh and Fit when he was on Fresh and Fit Live with the girls. He'll be doing this with his hands, the same shit Angelo Tate would be doing with his hands. And then he converted into Islam, the same thing Angelo Tate did. And then he'll be following Andrew Tate around. Next you know, he hanging with Andrew Tate without Fresh and Fit there. And, like, he's telling the truth, buddy. Sneeko, you're down bad. You're down bad, bro. Like, I don't think Andrew Tate is lying about this situation. Maybe a little exaggerated, ever so slightly, but he's not lying. At least about this. That boy Sneeko's something freaky. Like, and the thing is, sometimes he could not be gay. It could be on some weirdo, just asking questions stuff. But how this grown man that's in his later 30s explains it, that's kind of what it kind of portrays to almost feel like, right? But to Sneeko, he's a youngin'. He probably like 25, 26, whatever, 27 maybe. So he's young. He probably not even thinking too much of this. He was probably 25 at the time all this was happening and shit on some Fruity Loop shit. Look, let's just keep seeing what he gonna say about this. It's a more video.
For 5 fucking years. Here we are 5 years later. He won't stop talking about me. And if you watch him do it, guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. As opposed to me, who keeps my faith private and my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet, and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. But I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York. You know, he walks around during Pride Month in New York. Guys, I really didn't want to do this video, but it's all coming to light. I woke up this morning with a few text messages from people who know very well saying, is it true that this person does these things? And I'm like, oh, so this is about to blow up all over the internet. I said a long time ago to Sneako once on one of my emergency meetings, I said, don't come at me, bro, because I could have ruined your career and I didn't. I am the nicest man. If he had this kind of information on anyone else, he'd post the screenshots, he'd sit there like a little girl, he'd do a full breakdown, he'd talk about it for years. Right. I'm the top G, because that's who he is. I've known he's gay forever, and I didn't care. He came on to me. It was weird. It's going to come out what he's really been up to. You're going to see he's not a pinnacle of Islam. He's not a pinnacle of morality. He's very far from it. And that's why I had to stop talking to the guy. So I'm making this video now just to make it clear that I rejected him. I said no. Gay. That's why he won't stop talking about me. That's why you can see in his eyes he is so angry. That's why I am the content of his entire life. That's why, because I said no to the kid. I hope he, works it out. I wish him well. No matter how much he insults me, how much he wants to be me, he'll never be me. He's never respected like I am. He'll never achieve the heights of fame that I achieved. Damn. He'll never surpass me in any realm, no matter what. So I really, truthfully wish him the best. I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now. And I want everybody to see that, once again, Tate was right. If you see Tate do something, it's because he's right. If you watch my entire career,
that's crazy.
All I've done is predict the future flawlessly. I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity nigger who was getting tied up by dudes and bumped. I thought that's weird. I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to sex clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes and ass fucked. I'm not doing it. So, here's the truth. That's the reason. I'm not going to talk on this again. He's going to tweet about me and talk about it for the next 200 years, and you're going to see the rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality. That's a him problem. I'm busy winning. That's my version of the story. So when you see all this crap come out about him, I rejected him. I said no. Damn. And there's going to be some other people who are exposed that perhaps said yes, but I said no.
So what Andrew Tate is talking about is, I'm going to sum this up based on what I know based on this video, is that your boy Sneako is a little sneaky and deaky and the freaky. You hear me? He trying to get Andrew Tate down and low. Now look, I'm not going to say that Sneako gives off those little gay vibes, but he do give off a little bit of, you hear me? This is his month, and he's showing his butt, literally. The situation at hand, though, is this seems like some old stuff. This might have happened 2 to 3 years ago, but I guess maybe he might have touched on it or mentioned it slightly, so Andrew Tate said, wait, which means what? Andrew Tate either got sent this or he's watching Sneako at the same time. You know what I mean? To see what he's saying about him. And that's how he knows that he be constantly posting stuff like this. Now, that has nothing to do with him doing like the fetishizing about him. Like that could be a slight reach. I'm going to play the middle ground. I can say that Andrew Tate is kind of reaching, but if it could be more of an obsession, like a crazy obsession. It doesn't have to be homophobic. It could just be a crazy obsession of Andrew Tate and want to be like him. It's like you admire somebody so much that you obsess over them. I predict that it's something more like that. And Andrew Tate is going to take it as like, oh, he's gay because why this guy want to follow my mannerisms and stuff. He's talking like me. He's articulating his stuff like me. He's holding his hands like me. He's sitting like me. Like, I would say it's just he's admiring you so much, but then he becomes, basically the student becomes, he wants to become the teacher. So he resents the teacher. Unfortunately, he is true when it comes to Sneako doing a lot of haram, but he's Muslim. Like, he speaks a lot of stuff. Like, I think And I think Fresh and Fit said this once. Sneeko is a drifter. He kind of goes with the wind. Whatever the content pulls him is where he goes. So he doesn't really stand on business too much with what he kind of says. He drifts a lot. So if he sees somebody doing this, he's gonna do what that person's doing. He doesn't have almost, and I think that's true. And this is his own friend saying this too. He said he's drifting. Like, bro, you go with the wind. Like whatever you see is trending, wherever the money is, that's where you flow. Like you will behave. Said that. So which means if something's against the narrative, you will go with that narrative to kind of save your butt or be popular or be known, unfortunately. Because I follow these dudes too. I be watching them. I don't watch Sneeko as much, but when he was on the Fresh and Fit podcast, I understood exactly what Andrew Tate was saying when he talks about like him. He converted and shit, same as him. Kind of almost trying to blend in to stay relevant. I think he was blocked off YouTube and he has to stay on Kick or whatever and stuff like that, but he, he has a Patreon, a well-known Patreon and stuff like that. But yeah, Sneeko is a drifter. So I wonder if this is true. And since Sneeko is a content creator, he gonna speak on this, right? So that means it's gonna be a part 2 of this situation. So I'm gonna wait for Sneeko to come out and speak on this because Sneeko is not finna allow Andrew Tate, one of the most Googled men a couple years back, to tell the world that he tried to have sex with him and that he's gay. So I expect Sneeko to reply to this, because just to save his dignity and so people don't be playing that card. Because if he don't reply to us, I guarantee you everybody's gonna say Sneeko gay because he kind of got that gay face. Like he, what I'm saying, like not to be that type of person, but he kind of feminine. He got the body type of a feminine man. He not masculine. He follows people instead of leading, stuff like that. He kind of goes with the flow, a drifter. Anyway, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in this situation. I actually believe Andrew Tate in this situation. Maybe there's a little exaggeration at the end with the homophobic things, but I do think that at least Andrew Tate is not exaggerating about the experience he had when he's saying that the cucking situation is that, we all might be like, it's like he's getting too deep in conversation and your conversation start to be gay. You don't know you're gay until you're gay type conversation. Like, nah, nigga, don't say that. Like, that's gay to say. So y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comments section. This is actually kind of funny to me. So we gonna figure this out, man. It's your boy Angelo Savage. It's the Daily Night News. It's a Savage Report. And y'all subscribe right now. Make sure y'all like the video below. Peace. We out. All right. Let's get to these comments real quick. I see that, let's see. Where we at? I made a comment about Chicago. They probably blocked it. What did you say? You said I grew up in Chicago in the 90s. Trust me, I know. Congratulations, NYC. That's the one I see from Stay Safe. Is that the one you made? Oh, no. Love, loyalty, royalty. Nah, they must have blocked it. They, was it offensive? I don't block people's shit on here, so it must have been YouTube. Spurs maybe next year. Facts. Play the video about the woman passed away, bungee jumping. They arrested the people file. I actually seen your comment as you were commenting, and I got the video right here.
Now,
I'm just gonna play it, then I dip off. Thanks for letting me know if y'all want to see that, because I'll play a video if y'all want to see it. Just make sure y'all subscribe. But I know you're subscribed. I don't know that what is being talked about, and I couldn't be happier. You couldn't be happier. What type of happy? Gay happy? Little sus, my guy. May I assist? Some people are not original. They have no originality. Facts. Some people don't have their own culture because they're so lost. Sneeko, it's kind of like Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate just said the N-word, right? But he technically is half black, supposedly. Everybody's playing that I'm a half black. I can say the N-word half black. But Andrew Tate literally just said the N-word how a white person would say it, with the hard ER on it. And that's not how we use it. So that's why I hate when people aren't, if you're not, I'm gonna be honest, bro, if you're not an FBA, you shouldn't use the word. And I hate to say that because I hate to be claimed FBA, but I feel like if you're not a born American that's black, and I don't mean just, I'm American in here. I mean like a descendant of a slave American in the United States. You shouldn't use that word because everybody's now half black. Everybody got black parents, and they can freely use the N-word how they want to. Like Andrew Tate just said the word. I'm not offended by it. It's freedom of speech. I'm just saying that When he just used the term, he using the hard ER. When Myron Gaines used the nigga term, he used the hard ER. None of these niggas that are half niggas are using the nigga. They're using nigger. You get what I'm saying? So it's like y'all are using the term like a white person would use to offend another black person. And black people don't call black people that, if that makes sense. Real black people that use the term nigga don't call black people nigga with the ER on there. So that's what differentiates to me a real black person. I'm just saying, maybe I'm biased. That's just me. But yeah, Sneako's a drifter. He does the same thing too. He be like, "Oh, my dad's black. I can say the N word," and then they have it. They do it with they so proper with it. It's a slang to that shit. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit. It's a slang to the word, and mugs don't know there's a slang to it, and they just think, "Oh, well, my dad's black." It's like, nigga, was you raised by a black daddy though? That's different. Your dad can be half black all you want. Was you raised by a black family, or was you raised by your white family? And then was you raised by your black family? Oh, well, I'm black because Andrew Tate half black. He just said the word. His shit sounds proper as a motherfucker. You would think this nigga's racist for real because light skin, daddy must have been black, really light skin too. But he's going to use the word like a white person would to derogatorily to another black person. I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. Let's keep going. I don't knock nobody's hustle. No, I don't knock no hustle, but you got to think about it like, I wouldn't knock Sneako's hustle because he's getting paid regardless, and he's been successful in it. It's just the fact that Sneako does go. He's a leaf in the wind. Wherever the wind blows is where he lands, regardless or not if he actually believes in it. And those type of people don't have too much integrity, so they'll speak on things they don't actually believe. So that's the reason I don't really like Sneako like that. Is because he doesn't. To me personally, I don't think Sneako has integrity. He will go with the wind. If there is something that goes against his friends and it pays him to go against his friends, I believe he would go against his friends. G. That's what I mean. So yes, I wouldn't knock his hustle. It's paying the bills. It's getting paid, but it's not the type of person I tell personal business to. It's like a nigga you meet, do an interview with, exchange some information, but don't tell him nothing personally about you because he'll use that shit later against you. That's the type of nigga I think Sneako is. But that's me. I'm from the streets. I understand when you can't tell certain people information because they'll use it. I can smell it on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? What is this about culture or class? The video is not about culture or class. The video is about Sneako being freaky to Andrew Tate. freaky man. Yeah, that's him. Look, yeah, that's all the video is about. The video is about. The video is strictly about Sneako. I guess this is what Andrew Tate portrayed it as. I don't think he's being gay, but Andrew Tate portrays Sneako as admiring him as gay because he's kind of following all his shit, and now he's trying to critique him and all that weirdo shit. So that's how he sees it. Now, for love, loyalty, and royalty, you said you wanted to see a reaction on this video, huh? So I looked it up, and it's just a quick clip because I ain't going to do a full video and down of this video. So basically, this is the woman that dies in Brazil at the bungee jumping accident. Now, for those that don't know, I didn't see a full enough video of this, but the video basically states that she's in Brazil going bungee jumping, and these motherfuckers pick her up, right? And you know how usually you fall backwards or you fall. I guess their way of doing it is just throwing your ass off the cliff. Some people do it in a chair and lean back. They just pick you up, throw your ass off the rock. So as they throw her off the rock, if you noticed in the video, her feet is not attached to nothing. So when they throw her ass over, she don't come back. It ain't no bungee. It's just jump. You hear me? That's all I'm saying. So viewer discretion is advised. Your boy Angelo Savage. Close your eyes if you can't take the video. I don't think you see the killing itself. You just see them get thrown over. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Your boy Angelo Savage on the first ones on this. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate the love. Let's watch the video and see what's due.
Now to the bungee jump tragedy in Brazil. Police say they are investigating this video posted on social media, and a warning, it is disturbing. A 21-year-old woman died after being launched off of a bridge without the rope that was supposed to be attached, falling 120 feet to her death. 3 men have now been arrested in the case. Now to the bungee jump tragedy in Brazil.
So 3 men have been, now let me see if I can scroll on this video. So you got the 3 guys. I guess they're being charged in this case, and they probably only getting charged due to the fact that it went like all on the internet. I doubt they charging niggas in Brazil for real, and they probably let them go. But still, it was an accident nonetheless. But it was a stupid accident. Could have been prevented. Now imagine you went to Brazil to go bungee jumping because you heard it was a scenic route. It's kind of like if I go to the AUE to go skydiving. I heard the skydiving is a shit whole time. They forgot to put a parachute on me. That works, and then I jump off that motherfucker for real. This is the same concept. So you see the cord at the bottom? Yep. You see this little cord at the bottom? Ain't attached to nothing. Literally nothing. And this person should have been like, that's why, like, if you're going to go someplace, man, just double check, verify, and make sure that your shit is attached because it might be your last day for real.
Yeah, and a warning, it is disturbing. A 21-year-old woman died.
It just threw her ass off the cliff just like that. No bungee. The bungee is sitting on the ground by his feet. Imagine you throw a motherfucker over the cliff and then you look down and the bungee ain't moving with the person. It'd be on some cartoon shit for real. She splat. But this is real life. Like, damn, they just killed that woman, G. They wicked as hell. They wicked as a bitch. Yeah.
After being launched off of a bridge without the rope that was...
That's tough. The rope is sitting there untouched, not moving. I'll be mad as hell if I threw a motherfucker over and they like, oh shit. The rope ain't even feeding. Look. I don't know, it's a wicked world, man.
Supposed to be attached, falling 120 feet to her death. 3 men have now been arrested in the case. Now,
yeah, so that's a tragic. That's tragic, man. Indeed, like we not even reporting on it. Is that who reported on this? I think the only person that reported on this was ABC. Everybody else let this shit go. See, that's why I don't like. This is like different like news channels from over different countries, but the only one in our country is ABC, and they only did a clip. They didn't even do no real video. They just did a 15-minute clip. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that, man. Let's see. All right, I gotta get out of here soon. See what's going on out here. SpaceX. Where's SpaceX at? Actually, let's do that. Where is the IPO on SpaceX? I know this is off the center of what we're talking about, but I just want to see where y'all at. Because I think it IPO yesterday, right? Okay. Y'all see that? They at 160.95, starting off from 135. That's decent. That's a decent return. What's that? What percentage is that? 19%. 25%. They're up 19% overall, 25% today. Okay. Nice. To the moon, nigga. And you know if they up, Tesla's up. So, dudes, y'all want that information. I was going to wait on them. They said to wait a little bit. Because, look, like, if you bought at the peak, because, look, if you bought at 168, bro, and it's right now 167, 160, yeah, you kind of lost money already. Should have just bought at IPO and then hold it. Don't even look at it. Just throw that motherfucker in there and just let it sit. Don't even do nothing with it, for real. All right. Well, I guess that's enough information for the day, huh? What else is going on? Yeah. Y'all need to check out Wall Street Chopper. This is the black dude that understands the stock market like gold, bro. And he's going to break shit down to you smooth and selling, bro. Like, he used to be a trapper back in the day. And then when he went to jail, he learned all the things about the stock market and kind of started putting everybody, before the internet was doing it, he was putting all the black people and everybody in the hood onto the stocks and how it works. Because when you're in jail, you got limited time to do whatever and learn whatever. So he came out teaching people, and he makes a fortune off that shit. He be having like $200,000 days, sometimes $1 million days. Yeah, really good person. Really good person. All right, I think we should call it a day. It's the time for Angelo Savage to get a little savage nap. Got to get back up and work. Left melts down as thousands flock to Trump's UFC Freedom 250 celebration at the White House. Yeah, there was a freedom celebration at the White House, and they had a whole bald eagle in that bitch. That shit was kind of cold, I ain't gonna lie. Ooh, that bitch was cold. They had the eagle in that motherfucker. The eagle popped up. He comes after he announced a breakthrough. Imagine he did all this shit because it's his birthday for real. That's the funnier part about this situation. More than 4,000 spectators packed the temporary arena at the White House, while thousands more watched from a nearby viewing. Trump declared Iran conflict effective over just hours before the event, saying a deal has nearly completed and the Strait of Hormuz would be back and be open. Top administration officials joined the festivals, including FBI Director Kesh, Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, and Polish President. So you had official motherfuckers there for real. Dana White held the event as incredible, once-in-a-lifetime facts. The president tied to event to America's upcoming 250th anniversary, turning the White House into the center of unique American whatever. This motherfucker quick. How fast the motherfucker wanted a nigga to read? Political. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Anyway, push comes to shove. This is what basically happened. My bad. Let me switch it back. So, push comes to shove, man. Let me turn this dumbass music off. Push comes to shove, man. This is a great event. This is a super great event because y'all got to think about it like this. Like, this is like, not only was it Trump's birthday, he did what he did. He had the 20th 50th celebration, the first UFC fight in front of the on his birthday. G, it's his birthday today, and he had a UFC fight in front of the White House, bro. This gangster. That is gangster. That's like the president bringing the finals game to in front of the White House. G, that is gangster. And then on top, and it's outside. Say it's outside. Ooh. Outside basketball game as the final championship game. Say the Spurs and the Knicks. That would have been cold. Say if it was on Sunday, though, today. It would have been lit. You know what I'm saying? Then it's his birthday, too. So, like, I don't know. Shit just aligning up for this dude. I don't know. Sometimes momentum helps people. Like, I know people hate Trump, but for some reason, G, like, he has momentum. And he's been having momentum for a very long time. I hope people understand that. Like, momentum is a universal sucking, and it sucks. The earth just sucks to you, bro. And that's what happened. It's the 20th. It's the 250th. This nigga putting his names on buildings, which the judge knocked down. He trying to put his face on a coin. Nigga, he trying to get a $250th dollar, which, to be honest, we should get it. I don't care if it's his face or not, but this is the 250th anniversary of our country. We should have a $250th dollar. I ain't gonna lie with you. I need 4 of them bitches now. You know what I'm saying? But I think people just don't like that his face is on it, though. So I understand that part. But to be honest, I don't give a damn if Trump's face is on a $250 bill if it's to celebrate the country for 250th year. So that's why this 4th of July, I'm not staying in the crib at all, G. I got to pop out. I already know what's about to come on, man. We're going to have to get C4 or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Indiana. I already know how they go like to play. I'm going right around the tracks. Indiana, they already know. They finna be busting over them Indianimals, boy. They finna go crazy. I might have to hit the stew. Shit. Hit the casino. All right, man. I gotta get out of here, man. It's your boy Angelo Savage, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the video, man. It's gonna be a lit rest of the year. Hey, remember, we halfway through the year, man. Almost. We almost halfway through the year. On the 30th of my birthday, we're gonna be halfway through the year. That marks the second quarter, bro. You hear me? The second quarter. Is it second quarter? Third quarter? Third quarter, the second half. So once my birthday hit, y'all need to get focused on life and whatever you need to do. You only got 50% of the year is already done. You need to see what you're going to do for the rest of the 50% of the year. Do something, make a difference. I need you to evaluate your life on the June 30th to see what you have completed this year. And I need you to take whatever you have and acknowledge and switch it around, all right? I need y'all to do that for yourself and your sake. That being said, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is the daily night news. This is the Savage Report. And this your boy and this your host, Angelo Savage, man. Go check out my main channel. Go check out other stuff. You know, I make food creations. I do fitness channel. I do motivation. Go check out all those channels on my main page, man. Y'all fucking with me? Hit a like. And definitely hit a subscribe. I'll be back on for tomorrow at another Daily Night News. The Savage Report is coming on to you every night until further notice. Let's get it busting. It's your boy Savage. We out. Peace.